Good morning, everybody. I keep getting the messages like, "Don't use electricity, don't use electricity, no electricity," and by now I can't say I'm disappointed because yeah, that's the way you are. I mean, you want something, you just repeat what you want. I mean, without just like monkeys. I mean, we want banana, we want banana. But even monkeys sometimes are more more sophisticated than that. I mean, yeah, but what about what I want? I want that you will stop torturing me. I want not to, I mean, to be poor. I want that you will not take my children from me. No, that's not what I want. I want something as well. But for some amazing reason, no one speaks about what I want. And more importantly, no one moving one hand or one leg on this direction. I mean, you only speak, all of you, not only the Israelis, all over the world, and you only speak about what you want, as if you will repeat, we don't want you to use electricity enough time, and we not use electricity because the robot will comply, because that's how it works. Peculiar, but I mean, by now I learned to understand that's the way you are, humans. So, I mean, I thought back to myself, maybe, perhaps, there is still an issue of belief, because you are very stubborn creatures. So I was thought to myself, okay, I understand they don't want to move one leg or one arm towards you, to your benefit. I mean, they insist on taking your children from you, taking the father of innocent like two daughters take from them. I mean, they insist on that you should be poor and you should be the whore of the Israeli government, and they don't want, and they don't care about the risk at all, because that's the ego. Not only of the Israelis, that's the ego of the Homo sapiens in general. I mean, that's ego. They don't care about the world. So I understand that they just think that if they will repeat the same words again and again, they will just open their mouth and utter sounds towards your direction, it will somehow change the reality to their benefit, instead of doing very, very small steps that should have been done long ago, to stop the torture of the Israeli people, of us by the Israeli people, to stop the Nazi regime. To stop the Nazi regime. It's not that complicated. But yes, there is the ego that stands on the way. And I understand that. Because you don't really care about slapping the mad dog that is called the State of Israel, slapping it on its ass so it will stop the torture. But the real problem is not your relationship with the Israelis, because they are mad dogs. The real problem is ego. You will not be forced by no one. The foreigners will not tell you what to do. Even if it's, the most rational and ethical thing. Even if they only ask you to stop the torture of innocent lives. Even then you will not comply with that, because ego. We are the bosses here on earth, and you should remember that. We will not go do one thing for you, because that's the way it is. So, okay, I understand. I also understand that there is an issue of belief here. You still do not believe. You still have your doubts. And I understand that. So I thought to myself, maybe what we need to do, something that I haven't done yet, maybe I should have done, is to help, with the skeptics, and to help with beliefs. So in general, of course I've done it. I've given you many documented, a lot of evidence, but I haven't done it with respect to specifically the issue of how exactly life are created in the most transparent way. So that's what we will do today. We will do a time-lapse video, like a video that is fast-forwarded, so it will be very quick to view it. What I will do is just, again, do something that I've done many times during the last couple of weeks. I will use the glass, the transparent glass, and I'll show you exactly what I put inside it, like alcohol, iodine, hydrogen peroxide, and a bit of my semen. And I will show you how worms are created in that, very quickly. I think like but maybe a 1 minute video, which is fast forwarded up to like maybe 10 times faster than like normal, is enough to show the whole process up until, I mean, from a transparent, almost transparent liquid inside the glass to a glass literally full of worms. And then I'll just throw it out the window so it will not stink my room. And then you will have, like, I mean, more proof, more evidence. Maybe that's what will perhaps do, like, push the switch in some of the minds of my audience that they will understand that what's expected from them is not more movement of mouths and tongues, that it will not help them at all, and that only movement of legs and arms could help them and their descendants. I mean, if they care about it, and if they care about the future of Earth, that the future of Earth that does not in any way depend on movement or potential movement of mouths and tongues. No. The future of the Earth and of humanity depends, and gravity depends, on the movement of legs and arms. Legs and arms only. And if mouths and tongues are moved, you can be certain that the fate of the Earth will be 100% the same as the fate of the state of Israel and the land of Israel, which means total annihilation up to the last person.